Why, hello there, you gorgeous, courageous, incredible human being. How are you doing? Me? Well, thanks for asking. I'm doing very well. I'm going to say the same thing I say every single time I make a vlog. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, wow. Things have been wild the past month or two, however long it's been. But we're gonna do some fun stuff today. What are we gonna do? Ow! Eric, call 911. Today we're gonna do two things. We're gonna do a Q&A. You ask questions, and I'm going to answer some of them. And we're also gonna do an unboxing, the latest curiosity box. So it's like a twofer. We're gonna do a Q&A, we're also gonna do this at the same time. So, if you have your own curiosity box coming, and you don't want this spoiled, then probably stop watching. But, or maybe just cover your eyes when I do take out the products, and listen with your ears when I answer questions. So you could do that. You can really do anything you want. You know what? The world is yours. Do with it as you please. Paint your own picture. I'm trying to think of other analogies and metaphors I can use, and I can't really. Eric looks disappointed. Eric's here. You can't see him. Eric didn't want to be in the unboxing with me, even though I wanted him to. He was like, no, I'm just gonna stand behind the camera and pet my tiny dog. But hopefully he'll come around one day and you can see him. Before we begin with the curiosity box, let's get a question in.
What do I do if you're doing a Q&A and it's like, oh, yes.
You can just be part, you can help. You probably have interesting answers. So here's a question from Michael Tasker, who says, what book are you reading at the moment and recommend? So the one I'm reading right now is called This Is Your Brain on Parasites. It's the latest one. I've read a few other books about parasites, but this one's really, really good. I would highly recommend it. So I'm doing a video about parasites coming up that I'll probably film this weekend in Colorado, maybe. Eric and I are gonna go to Colorado because I wanted to be, have you ever seen the movie The Thing? I love the movie The Thing, John Carpenter. But it's a fantastic movie, and I found all these great songs that sound like they could be from The Thing, and The Thing is about a parasite from space. So I wanna do it in the theme of that. So we're gonna go to like the wilderness, which is covered in snow, and it's gonna take place there, which is also why I have this beard and this crazy hair. Because if I have been living in like an Arctic science base, and now I've been kind of like on the run from a parasite for a while, I probably haven't had time to really take care of my appearance. So it's all part of the character. It's called acting. I'm the Daniel Day-Lewis of YouTube. It's not true at all. Here's a brief sample of the song that's gonna be the main song. Listen to it. It sounds so cool. I'm gonna dance while you listen. Cool, okay. Now let's get into the curiosity box. This is the latest one. So it's out right now. You can get your own. There's only like a couple hundred or so left. So I'd recommend getting it soon so you can get it before the holidays and before it sells out. There's ink. His name is Inquisitive, but ink for short. So we get this little card on the back. It says everything that's in it. We're not gonna look at that now. Every box comes with the Curiosity Quarterly. This cover I really, really love. Look at that, we got the giant tentacle coming out. The Amazing Curiosity by Vsauce. We got some articles in here called Show Us Your Ink, where it's just art of ink that people have made on the internets, which is really cool. And then there's descriptions of what everything is. There's articles, one by Michael about letter symmetry, one by Kevin about the bread named for goblin gas, and then me that just says hello there. Our creator spotlight, which is reactions. It's a really great channel. I would highly recommend reactions. And then our artist spotlight is Chris Reiniak, who makes these fantastic little creatures. So they're in here. Ooh, and then we got a little promo for Michael's tour, which is happening right now, Brain Candy Live with Adam Savage. It's a really great show. And then on the back is photos of you guys with your boxes, which is really awesome. I love that. I watch every unboxing that's ever made. I watch. Okay, let's get into another question. Eric? Why don't you just sit here, Eric? You just sit next to me. I'm going to answer this question from Joseph D, who says, do you fold your pizza? Yes. Do you fold your pizza?
Who doesn't?
You have to fold pizza.
If you live in New York, you have to fold
Yeah, if it's a real New York size. Also, I realized that I'm dressed like a pizza. Here, scoot in a little bit. Get in here. This is Eric, by the way. I don't know if you've seen him before. Eric does all the cinematography and graphics for Vsauce. Mainly the cinematography on Vsauce 1 and 3, but all the graphics for all the channels. If you could go forward in time and meet yourself, what 3 questions would you ask? That's from Liam Thompson.
What benefit would that be?
Well, I assume you go forward and then you go back to your own timeline afterwards.
Which stocks to buy? And you'd be like, Biff.
I'd ask how many ports does the new iPhone have? Well, here's the thing though. So this is what I love about these kind of things with just time travel in general. There was another question about what my favorite paradox was. Mustachio asked, what's your favorite paradox? So I'm gonna combine these 2 questions. If I go forward in time and I find out information for my future self that I can then take back with me to the present, does it change the timeline or does it not? Right? Because we have to think that if I go forward in time and can ask myself questions, and it leads to me being that person who's forward in time, then this whole thing has happened before. And everything I do leads up to this because I went forward in time to find out.
I feel like we made a video about this.
We have. But if it doesn't, then that means that I'm on a different timeline. So my outcome could be different than what future self told me.
Right.
Because future self is now influencing the past, which changes the timeline that leads to that future self. So there we go.
You didn't answer the question.
I don't have to answer. So this is the box for our t-shirt. It's a pretty cool box. It is really beautiful. And this is the shirt.
Vsauce 3 colors.
It is Vsauce 3 and Vsauce 1. So here's the shirt. We got a T-Rex skeleton riding a meteor. He's got his cowboy hat and his bolo tie. And it's kind of got like this Saved by the Bell vibe. It looks like the Max. Remember the Max where they all get lunch and stuff?
Yeah,
Saved by the
yeah.
Bell? It has like a similar theme there. Actually unboxing Michael's box. Sorry, Michael Stevens. You're on tour, so I decided to do it myself. As always, it's a Vsauce exclusive. We designed it. You can only get it in this box. You wanna wear it?
Yeah.
Johnny Loves Christmas asks, how is your health? Good, I think. I've had a cold for the past 2 weeks, but I think it's pretty good. I don't know, I go in for another scan in December, but so far everyone's been pretty positive. Oh, Jack Ferry asks, why are you so perfect? Eric,
If you
why am I
only
so-
knew.
I would say, and this is the thing I believe, is that
Genetics?
is that no one's perfect. And this is what I like to think of, like even in relationships that we have, be it with like friends or with a partner, is that they're perfect because you like all of their pieces. The things that are bad and the things that are good, because it all makes them who they are.
Right.
And that's what makes them perfect. Like perfection to me isn't that it's completely fine without any marks or scuffs or scratches. That is what makes someone unique and perfect to you, is like those little idiosyncrasies, I find. Ooh, here's a little sweet temporary tattoo from Chris, the artist spotlight. So we always try to include something from the artists. So this is a pizza.
I was gonna say, were you inspired?
A little character wearing a pizza costume. So that's a really cool temporary tattoo. Ooh, this one I'm really excited about. So this is, you probably can't see the cover here, the Curiosity puzzle box. And this thing is really awesome.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is the one that we were trying to figure out yesterday. And I couldn't. James Desmond asks, what has been your favorite item included in the Curiosity box so far? Oh, hey, Barry White. Do you want to come up here? There's Barry White.
This is Barry.
This is Eric's dog, Barry.
I like the glow-in-the-dark poster.
I really liked, actually in the last box, I really liked the to scale solar system.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of people make solar system decal kits, but no one's really made it to scale yet.
Scale, yeah.
And I love that, and like one of my favorite facts about that is that if you were actually to put it up, if you like have the product, you can do this. You can fit every single planet in our solar system in between the distance of the Earth and the Moon. Every planet will fit in perfectly. Well, I don't know how to get past the first part. Well, I saw the puzzle box. I think just by brute force. There's another treat in the puzzle box, which is a perpetual calendar keychain.
What's the best piece of advice someone has ever given you? And why is it the best?
My friend, Matt Sprout, he's a very successful fashion photographer. He's like, you just gotta put in time. I think I was complaining about how like, I just done like these Levi's commercials and I was upset that like more stuff hadn't been coming in. And he was like, no one owes you anything, you gotta put in time. And that to me has always resonated.
Yeah.
Like no matter what you do, you just need to work harder than everybody else because nobody owes you anything.
Right, and you gotta put in the time to get to that next level. You're not just gonna get it.
And then actually Casey gave me a piece of advice the other day. We just talked about like relationship advice with each other.
Okay.
And one thing he said to me, because I was talking about this thing that I thought was unique to me, and he was like, oh, I've been through this before, blah, blah. He's like, the thing that you need to know is that you're not special. Which I love is like, because what you feel right now isn't unique to you. It might feel that way because a lot of times we don't share those personal pieces of our lives with others. So we just think in our minds that like, it's only happening to me, no one else has experienced this. But he was like, you're not special. Other people have gone through this too, and that's like a very important thing to remind yourself. Is that you're not unique, you're not special. Boltron, the robot who can! You need a tin can for this. We also included a custom Bolt Cola, which is our own brand of fake soda. Bolt Cola, all the engineering and twice the imagination. So we got our can, then we take our label, and I'm gonna do a terrible job of putting this on.
I believe in you.
Thank you. Then we have our Bolt Cola can. So that's pretty cool. So you grab him, and then you basically, I don't have to build this thing right now, but you take all these pieces, and you build a little robot. You put batteries in there and he'll just wheel around and his little eyes will jiggle.
So that turns into that.
Garrett, I'll answer this for you. How were you roped, as Roper, in with Vsauce? I got hired to work at Google, or specifically at YouTube in 2011, and Michael and Kevin were already working there. So I just became friends with Michael. Like we basically were neighbors, desk neighbors. And we just became friends and we just started talking a lot and I started helping a little bit with Vsauce, specifically with Dong episodes. We actually had started our conversation with him asking if I wanted to be the channel manager for Vsauce.
Yeah.
Because I was working on a separate project at YouTube. But then we just became friends and started talking more, and I kind of just discussed how I would like to have my own thing, and so Vsauce 3, here we are. We became friends at Google when we were at Google until the beginning of 2016. Eric was there too. Eric and I actually went to college together.
We did.
I've known Eric for 12 years.
Since freshman year.
We have this new thing called Curious Creatures. This is the second one. Well, it's actually technically the third. If you came to VidCon and you met us, we gave you Albark Einstein, which was exclusive to VidCon. And then the last box we had Tesloth, Nikola Tesloth. And then now we have Charles Lindbergher.
Ace Girl, TM. She trademarked that one. You all right?
This is my cold.
Rate the beard experience.
Ooh.
How's your beard experience been?
So, it's okay. I mean, I wish I could clean it up because it's a little bit messy, but for the video, I need to have it this way. I mean, my girlfriend really likes it.
Which is all that matters. Are you gonna keep it?
I don't know. I think I might.
You could start getting some wax.
Yeah, just do
Do
this.
some twirls.
I might. We'll see after we finish the video. I might just like trim it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's fine. It is a little itchy. And like last night, for some reason, I could like feel it. I was like, I can feel my beard.
Yeah.
Volvox, downloadable Steam game. So you get this free Steam game in here. And let's just, because I already have this game. So here's, if you can see this, probably we'll zoom in.
Ooh. Sam says, how do you find the time to make stuff without rushing it and making it turn out bad?
Well, I'm very fortunate, especially here at Vsauce, where the only time restraints are the ones that we put on ourselves.
Yeah.
I believe in quality over quantity. And I think if you can marry both, then you've really hit a great formula.
Yeah. It's
So
difficult to do.
It is.
Yeah.
It takes a while to research and really feel that I have a complete grasp of the topic, and then you have to turn that understanding into like a narrative structure. And I'm in a very fortunate position where I don't have to continually create content
Pump
to,
stuff out.
to hope for like ad revenue. And that's why a lot of times we rely on the Curiosity Box, we rely on brand partners, because it allows us to tell the story we want to tell and not have to be reliant on, I just need clicks, I just need views, and I'll just make whatever to get there. What do you think?
I agree.
Boom, we did it. So this next one we're actually gonna need the phone for. Ink's hologram generator.
Ooh.
This is a thing we literally spent a year making. Because there was other, like most of these hologram generator kits for your phone, they're either not very good, like you have to do it yourself, and the product isn't great, or we like went through a lot of samples, we ended up just creating our own. Because I created a URL for this guy. So you go to curiositybox.com/holograms. There you go. It's just floating on all sides.
Scruffy Nerf Herder asks, what is the best part of your job?
Honestly, the best part of my job is that I get to do what I want to
I
do.
think the correct question would be which job?
which job? The best part of my two jobs. No, the best part of my job here at Vsauce is that I get to make anything that I want, which I'm a big fan of, and I get to work with people that I like Eric or Hannah and Alicia or Michael or Kevin. I get to make movies about whatever interests me, and I can make them exactly how I want to make them, which I love. My favorite part about doing stuff at Beam, my other job, is that I like the idea of creating something new. Like one of the reasons I took the job at Beam was one, because I love my friend Casey and I wanted to work with him more, but also because I like the challenge. I like the idea of my mind of being like, okay, I could successfully do Vsauce videos, but can I do something else? Right. Or is this the only thing I'm good at? It was more of like to prove to myself that I'm not just a one-trick pony, that I can do other things creatively in this sphere and do it successfully. We're still trying to figure out what we're doing at Beam, but to me it's been a challenge and I like that. So then we have in every box, this is a hefty book. We have the science book, which is a really cool book.
What's it about?
It's about science.
Oh.
But it's a Curiosity Box official selection.
Nice.
It's part of the cover. And I think this one has actually a custom forward that I wrote. Yeah, so this one has a custom forward in the book, like physically printed. So this book you literally can't get anywhere else because this forward only exists for us.
That's amazing.
So you get the science book, Baltron, the Linderberger pin, this shirt, the Chris cool temporary tattoo, the hologram generator, this game, Volvox, the puzzle box, and then the puzzle box comes with another treat inside of it. That's what you get. And of course, with everything, a percentage of the proceeds from this box goes to Alzheimer's research. And we're over, I need to look up what we're at now, but the last box put us over $100,000 donated to Alzheimer's research. So we're on our way.
If you found out that there was a cure for Alzheimer's, would you feel like you were part of that cause?
I think so.
Isn't that amazing? That would be like so cool to be like, oh yeah, I was part of that.
You can get your Curiosity Box now. This one's shipping currently, but you should really, especially if you live not in the United States, you should get on it soon because getting through customs, as you probably know when ordering things from different countries, takes a very long time.
Can be a pain.
So if you want this before Christmas, order it now. Again, there's only a couple hundred left.
One last final question.
Oh, we can do two. Let's do two
All right.
more.
It's aesthetic pervert, man.
Oh, cool.
Given the opportunity, would you leave everything behind to explore the vastness of space?
Like I would do it if it was like me and maybe a crew of like 20 other people. We'd actually discuss what we're seeing and write our findings down and send them, knowing that people will find out about this once we're already gone. But if I were just to go by myself, I feel like it'd be a very selfish endeavor. Like I'd witness all these amazing, beautiful things that maybe science hasn't been able to explain or even seen yet, and I wouldn't be able to share it with anyone.
Right.
But if it is just to like witness the cosmos, then it would be exciting, but also I wouldn't be able to experience it with anyone or share it with anyone.
It would be very lonely.
Yeah.
And you'd probably lose your mind. If you found another planet and found aliens, it'd be like, oh, that's pretty cool. But if you didn't, you would just be like, oh, wow, there's just like nothing out here. That'd be really depressing. Keith asked, what or who inspired the visual style of your content?
That's a great question. I think a lot of it is, and you know this very well, that each video I try and do a different style. For example, this one that we're doing for Parasites, I want it done in the style of The Thing.
Right.
So other movies have basically what inspired me. But one thing that really inspires everything that I do, as you can probably tell, and he has to unfortunately experience by holding the camera for Steadicam shots, is that I really love plays. I think that the stage direction for plays is wonderful because it really becomes like a dance. But the issue that we have is you, the viewer, aren't moving. You're stationary and you're watching the characters move and glide across the stage in the different positions. How do you create that for the viewer as well as for the host, or the person in front of camera? So I always like the camera to move and like move with motivation. It has to move because I'm moving or I'm directing the action. So even though I'm directing the video, I'm also directing you, the viewer, to go here or follow me this way.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's a through line that I have throughout my videos, I think. But the way that they look or the visual style is usually dictated by the content that we're creating.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it happens on set as well. Where we have like a general idea before we go in, and then when we're there, like, oh, let's do this really cool cinematic shot doing this. It also depends on the location as well. I think a lot.
But we had like the traveling light video. So I was like, okay, I want to be in space. We're gonna be doing the space, and Eric was like, okay, I'm gonna build a spaceship. So Eric like bought wood and
That
built
was
a
a
spaceship.
childhood dream. I remember seeing Independence Day, and you know the scene where they go out into outer space.
Yeah.
The first time I was like, I'm gonna build that spaceship in my bedroom and have like a TV mounted in there. So so you fulfilled a childhood memory.
Oh,
dream.
you're welcome. Because a video, no matter how long it is a canvas, and you should use and emphasize every single section that you have of that frame. Not just the frame, but of the runtime. There should be a purpose for everything. It's why Eric makes custom Vsauce outros for every video. It's because let's use every part to be impactful and feel special.
Right.
So you wait to the end because you want to see what new graphic Eric made for the Vsauce logo.
Yeah, it's a custom experience every time, every video.
So that's what we try and do. And it's
Yeah.
the reason why I've gotten into like using different music besides just Jake Chudnow for all the videos. Even though I love Chudnow, but
Love
like
Chudnow.
let's have the music also emphasize what you're
It's,
seeing.
yeah.
Cool.
Success.
This was a success. We did it. So curiositybox.com, you can get one down there. I would highly recommend it. If you order the box now, you actually get a free other Steam game. You get Universe Sandbox
Universe
2,
Sandbox, yeah.
which is such a dope game.
It is amazing.
That game is incredible. You can simulate like anything in the solar system or just in the universe. And thanks for the questions. Thanks for Eric for being
Thanks
here.
for Eric.
Thanks for Eric. Just full stop. Thanks for Eric. What a treat.
Yeah.
All right. But remember, Eric,
What?
it's not goodbye. Oh no, it's never goodbye. It's...
Should I do that too? All right, well, you just stay there.
Oh, Barry's awake now. Cool. Well, thanks. Glad you were a part of it. Did you have fun?
It was so fun. Oh, we weren't recording.
I would be so upset.